value and pass by. We will discuss pass by reference later on. Let me show what is pass by value, because this is again the interview question that is being asked lot of time in the interview as well. So right now we are in good shape to understand pass by value. So pretty much simple whatever we have done so far. That is, it's a pass by value demo. I create a main method. Okay, I have created the main method. Okay, I take, let's say I take one integer number and its value is 10. I am printing the value of the number before before calling pass by value. Yep, or calling the method. Number is number. Okay, and here I will create one function and I create one more integer result, int result. Okay, sorry, t, and I write equal to increment, and I pass the number here. Okay, now I'm going to create a method. As you are not comfortable, I'll be creating using manually. I'll creating that particular method. So I write public and then static int, then increment, and then I pass int number. Okay, and then what I'll do, I will again write inside method before before operation, and I will do increment here, and then I write like inside method after operation. Okay, and still it is complaining. Why it is complaining? Any guess why it is complaining to me? And this
You mean
method is giving,
line number 15?
yes, this method is giving me an error so far, that I have done something wrong. Can you guess what thing I have done wrong here by looking into the method itself?
I guess the number.
Not a number. I mean, see carefully the signature. What did I miss so far with respect to the method? What's supposed to be written? Okay, if you have seen the other methods earlier, I did not provide yet the return type. So it is waiting for me to provide a return type as a last statement. Okay, so
Okay.
I have to provide a return type, because this is not a void for me, so I have to provide the return type itself. That's supposed to be integer itself, so I'm returning number now. Do you understand the meaning of these things what I have written? And yeah,
Yes.
can you guess it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and okay, let me write sorry, and look carefully. I'll going to ask you what would be an output of this program. Okay. Oops, sorry. In after calling the method, number is okay. That's fine. And the result is, now I'll draw a diagram as well for you. The result is, now can you help me what should be an output step by step?
I guess the first thing, the control will come to line number 10, right?
Right.
So it is going to print out before calling the method number is 10.
Okay, I'm writing 1, and whatever you are saying I'll be writing over here. Okay, step by step, 1 2 3 4, and we will re-verify that. Okay,
Okay.
this is our first output, right? Now what will
Okay.
happen?
Now the control will go into line number 14.
Line number 14. Okay, what about line number 12?
Oh, yes, result is number increment, so that is going to be 11.
That is okay. I mean, what should be the second line that will be printed in my output, in my console?
I guess number 14 after calling the method number is 11.
Okay, okay, so I will write it for you. Number 14, and what would be an output of this?
This is going to be 11.
Okay, 10 will turn out to be 11, and after this number is 11. Okay, right?
Then it is going to come down to then it's going to go inside the, I guess, the method.
Okay, then it will go inside the method. Okay, and then it will come to the line number 16.
No,
So
no,
why?
no, no, no. Line number 12 is going to go inside the method. Line
Okay,
number 12.
let me show you the last class diagram. Still there.
Okay.
Okay, I guess. See here, where it went to the method. I created two boxes. When I was calling the method, then the control went to the method body itself, other method.
All right.
So
So
here, when method is being called, at which line method is being called?
at line number 12.
So how come a line number 14 will execute first before line number
No,
12 related
no,
box
no,
will
no. Yes, line number 12 is going to get executed first.
right? So
Right.
now once it will come to the line number 12, then which line the control should go for us?
It should go to line number 19 inside that method.
That is a correct thing. I forgot those things as well, so I will mention those things for you. So this assumption is incorrect that this will get executed. I'm helping you out to understand all these things so that your understanding will be more robust. Okay, so here it will come. So now what it will print over here, you tell me.
It is
Second
going
statement is this.
right. So it is going to print inside method body. Sorry, inside method operation plus number. So number
Okay,
is
so
10.
okay, plus number, so number is 10. Okay, then
Right.
which line will get executed?
21.
21. Yes, then it will not print anything. Then what will happen?
Then it will go down to line number 22.
Okay, so what will happen over here at line number 22?
inside method operation plus number. So number is now 11.
Very nice. So I write this for you 3. I mean, you will understand this, then lot of things will be, confusion will be clear to you. Okay. Now what will happen?
Now it's going to go to line number 14, return number.
Very nice. First thing, the control flow is clear to you now. Where what will be executed when? Okay. Now what will happen here?
It will come
What should,
out of that method,
okay. And
and
what should be a number?
control will come to now line number
No,
14.
no. Print is 11 itself, right? Number
Yes,
is 11 or 10.
number is 11.
Okay. And what about result? The result is,
Result is also 11.
okay. Now see carefully. 1, 2, 3. I supposed to write 4 and 5. This should be an order. I'm executing this program and have a clear look into the output. Then I'll explain this one more time to you. Okay?
Okay,
Because there is still one mistake here. That's why I'll explain it. And that's why I'm explaining this pass by value. So see carefully what mistake we have done. So let's check one by one.
okay.
First line is okay. All right. This is match with 1 second. I suppose to. Okay. This. Okay. The drawing tool creating some issues.
Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it does not. Huh?
I don't know why. I mean, it's from the go to meeting itself. The only way around is we need to restart the meeting. Then only it will work.
No, it's
Okay.
okay.
No problem. Otherwise here it always works, the drawing tool, because I have digital pen that works fine here, but there it's
Okay.
a bit difficult. I don't know why it does not work there sometimes. Okay, so just now imagine what's going on.
Okay.
Find yourself that where is the mistaken line.
Okay, so as we start saying, first thing is line number 10. It is printing out this one.
That is
Before
correct,
calling
right?
method, number is 10. Okay, then number 2, inside method body operation 10. So then it goes into line number 20. Then it goes
Yes,
directly inside the method.
right.
Okay. So okay, so the mistake is what I said was print result. I said 11. Number 2 is 11, right?
So okay, where is the mistake? Which one? I mean, line number, in terms of line number, tell me.
Um.
See, I have written the output also after double line here. So just compare with those output 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay. 1, 2,
and 5.
3 is 11. 4, 4. After
Right?
calling the method, number is 10. We have 11.
Right? This is not working for us right now. So this is creating an issue to us, right? So what I will do now, I have to do some magical things now to explain. Okay. So what I'll do, I have to minimize this as well. Okay. I'll create a diagram here. Okay. So that we can easily compare both things in one go. All right.
Okay.
Now, why our output has not come as per our wish, that we will see. So I'm creating a diagram line by line, then we will understand that thing. Okay. So first thing, I am creating a line number 7. Okay, the diagram for line number 7 in the memory. So imagine at left hand side we have a memory. Okay. So inside the memory, let's say this is number variable. Okay, and this number variable have what value? 10.
10.
Okay, and this is happening inside the, let's say I'm creating a bigger box, main method. Okay, whole thing is happening into the memory, and one more variable is created which name is result at line number 8, whatever I have done. So far so good? Any
Yes.
problem?
No. Inside the
Now,
big method, we have two variable.
right, two variable number and result, so that
Yes.
we have plotted over here. Now we have come to the line number 10 and it has printed this. There is no problem in that, right?
All right.
Line number 10, just a printing of number, whatsoever number we have given here, that was printed over there. Now come the line number 12. So what line number 12 will create another method for us? This one. And this
It's
name is
gonna create
increment.
method.
This is method name increment. So far so good. Any problem? I
Yes.
just
So,
find
but line number 12 is creating method or it is calling the method?
it is calling a method. I'm just
Calling.
showing you through the diagram. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. It will get loaded. I will explain you how those things get loaded and other things later on. But for now, I'm plotting a variable. Now inside this, in line number 19, one more argument is passing, which name is number, right?
Right.
So one more container will be created in the memory, and which name is also number. It is just like this name is also number and this name is also number. So just like Hussein, can there are plenty of person in world available whose name is Hussein, right? Correct. So
Okay.
intentionally at line number 19 also I kept the name number only, not anything else. So far, are you with me?
Is line number 19 number and line number 7 number, is it the same?
No, not at all. Hussein, I mean the Hussein to whom I'm talking. And I know one more cricketer from Bangladesh, Robel Hussein, who is a fast bowler. Is those two guys are same?
No. No. No.
The same way, this was also created in the memory. This person has also taken birth in this world, in this memory. Memory is world for them. So this is a different person, and this one is a different person. The person who
Okay.
belongs to the main memory is different, and the person who belongs to the increment method is different. The only
Right.
thing is this value will be passed or copied from here to here. See carefully. In terms of primitive type, the value will be copied from here to here. I'm not saying I'm emptying from here. This container will not get empty. Whatever is there, memory will copy and paste same value from here to here. Let's say
Okay.
memory location is here. Memory location is again in the digit itself. Let's say this is 1001 memory location, and its memory location is 1000 1000 and 1001.
So
So
it is
both
copy and
values.
paste, not cut and paste.
Right, copy and paste, not cut and paste. So it is not like that the things have get empty from here. Okay,
Okay.
so control goes here. We are at this point and number is 10 now. Now we are into the method. We go into the method and at line number 20 get printed whatever method we have. So that's why it has printed 10 only for it initially number, right?
No, 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 no. One thing I don't get, my brother, is so line number 19 is a total different method. Fine. So
Yes, yes.
how can we initialize that variable number with the value 10? How is that possible?
So that's why we are passing, see here, we are passing this number here and this number is coming from line number 7. I double click here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, line number 7, this container have 10 and this container has copied it. I mean this kind brother, main method, kind number name has provided or copied it value from here to the this actual parameter value or formal parameter value. Did you get the
Okay.
point? See, this main method have 10 value with it.
Yes.
As soon as I write line number 12, so what it has done, it has copied this value from here to here. The drawing tool is not working. That is the problem to me. Otherwise, okay, what's going on? Okay. It worked somehow. That it has make my life far more easier. See,
Okay.
here we have 10,
Yes.
right? From where this 10 has come? This 10 has come from here to here,
Here. Here. Okay.
right? And this
Okay.
is being copied from here to here. Now, can you imagine
Yes.
any problem so far?
Okay. Since line number 7 and line number 12 is in the same method, right? Same
Right,
main method. Therefore, these two variables have the same value.
right. Line number 12 is itself a line number 7, right? Both are similar variable, right?
Same. Yes.
You are, is just like you are working in a store and your supervisor says you go from here to there for the service. So you have
Service.
come
Yes.
from line number 7 to line number 12, nothing else. You still hold the value 10 with you,
Yes.
right? So that's why
Right.
you have in your pocket line number 10 and you pass it here. And the other brother, this is your client, imagine like this, and this client expect the value you have in your pocket, but this is not be like that you will hand it over to him. You just copy that value whatever you have to from your end to that end, the same value. You are not empty handed. After that you still have the 10 with you, and the client also have the 10 with him, something like that,
Okay.
right? That's why I
Right.
have written 10 here and 10 here,
Right.
right? Now I think I can, rather than there, I can maximize this here itself.
Okay.
So it is working. That's why I let me again try it once. Okay, perfect. So I'm again writing this. This has come from here to here. So 10 is here. I'm one second. Why it is not? Okay. This is 10, and I have prepare a container number inside main method itself. Okay, which have 10, right? So
All right.
wherever in the main method you will be pouring, the 10 will be there until unless we do not increment that in the main method. Now we have come from here to here. So what has happened? I am creating another bowl here, another container here, which is belong to the incremental class, which also name is also number. That is why I have created so much complexity, so that you can, once you will understand those things in a better way, then nothing would I mean bother you after that. So 10 is there, in other words, so 10 has come here as well in this container. So far so good. Both
Yeah.
container inside main method and inside increment method both have the 10 value, and both variable name as number itself. So it's just like the Hussein who works in a store which name is man, who has the value 10, and one client has visited that store, and surprisingly that client name is also Hussein, and you hand over, you actually not hand over, you copied your whatever in your pocket to that client, the same thing, the same value, something like that, if you try to understand with real world analogy. Now
Okay.
we are into the client area, right? So what client is doing? Client is playing around with that things. What client is doing? It has incremented its number with 1. Now this number is belongs to this area only. That means we
Right.
are playing around with this variable only. I'm not playing around with this variable, right? This is not in picture right
No.
now.
No.
This
No.
one
That
is
is totally
picture,
different.
right? So what we
Right.
have done, this number has incremented by 1 plus number. So what will happen? This number 10 to turn out into the 11, 10 to 11 it will be converted, right? Or
Right.
outside it I write 11. Okay, so why see here, first output was 10, and this is first output, and this output was of this line. This
Yeah.
is second output. One second. This second output is belongs to this line. I'm writing in here only. This is second, step by step. Now I have incremented one, and third one has incremented 11. I come here and it has done 11. Now what has happened? Here at line number 8, result variable was also created, right? But I did not make it earlier. I supposed to make it earlier. So this container was also exist into the main store, and which name was result. Now what my method is doing? My method is returning this number, whatever value inside the number. So which is 11 right now inside the method, correct or not?
Yes, because it was incremented, right?
Right. So this is returned from here to here, and
To the result.
that is copied from here to here in result 11. Again I'm saying copied, so this 11 has not been wiped out. However, we are out of the method, then I'll explain it in a minute. So I'm at line number 11. I'm coming over here, so the result will get filled with 11 number. So far is it clear to you?
Yes,
Right
because in
now,
line number 12 we're basically calling that method increment, right?
yes,
we're,
and
we're
this
calling that.
method is handing over the modified result to him, right? Modified number to him, right?
Yes.
Because assignment happens from right to left, here to here. So assignment has happened, its outcome is 11. Consider this box outcome is 11, so this 11 was assigned to the result variable, so that's why I
Okay.
have written 11 inside the result variable.
Okay.
Now at line number 14, if I see my number in the main method, what is the value in the number
Right now is
in
11.
main method? In main method,
In 10.
so you return last time 11, so it's supposed to be 10 here. Now you got why it is coming 10 over here.
After the calling
Hold
the
on.
method, the number is 10.
See the picture, what it says, and write that up. See, it is still 10, right? Nobody has incremented this number inside here,
No, no. Right.
right? This
Yeah.
other guy whose name was number, whose name was Hussein, who has incremented, your client has incremented, and that has wiped out or died in that method itself. But here nobody has incremented this variable, so why should
No.
it get incremented automatically in the memory, right? It should
Right.
still be 10 for you. It is little
Okay.
bit complex, but if you will understand with respect to the diagram, the all things would become really easy for you. This is little bit complex, but if you understand it thoroughly
No,
and
I am
easily,
understanding. I am
right?
understanding. What you are
So
saying
that,
over here in line number 14 is in the main method, the number variables value 10 is remaining the same. It does not matter if it increased in the user
letter
that
number,
created that method, right?
right, right.
Okay.
And now at line number, that's why this particular thing is displaying the third result is fourth result is displaying 10 instead of 11, and result of course is 11, because in result container, see into the container, whatever we retain in the container, that's supposed to be the output. So line number 16 output is a result. Is
Okay.
it clear so far, whatever I
It is
explained?
yes, it's clear. So
Okay.
basically, what from here from this I understand that so when we get inside the method, everything that is there that's going to get executed, and whatever value is there, it's going to remain there. That value is not going to come into the main method and replace anything.
it can it can come to the main method, but the holder, if we have given the holder is that particular thing, see, this number value has come from here to the main method value here result, but this container only, not into this container. When we,
Right.
this is my method, right, and this is my main method. Okay, I'm drawing one more time. This is result and this is number, and this is number. Now I'm directly writing 11 here after increment. So when we hand over this value to the result, not the number, so number earlier has 10, so it will copy it from here to here, not inside the number. So this result have 11, not this one. We have not touched it. This particular guy was never touched here, so that's why nothing, no value get impacted over here. Did you get this diagram?
Yes, sir.
I just in a shortest way I write it, because a lot of things I have already explained.
I
One
understand.
thing,
Yes.
one thing is that, I mean, I'm explaining you small things that would be a basic building blocks with respect to the understanding of programming language Java, and that will work. I mean, remain always with you. Now, one thing is clear to you, and that is called what is now call by value. This example belongs to the call by value. So call by value means whatever primitive type we pass from the, now I will be using the complex things with respect to the terminology. Whatever primitive type we pass from the calling method means main method, to the called method, whatever that get copied, and that terminology is called pass by value. I mean, what I'm saying, whatever we pass from, one second, whatever we pass from the calling method from here to here, primitive type, I'm saying primitive type, call by value, I'm explaining that get those primitive type get copied. Remember those, that thing. Okay, it's not like it is emptying up, it become empty handed, it is being copied, the actual value is copied. I'm writing here actual value is copied. Okay, that is called call by value in Java. Call by value means with respect to the actual value itself call the other method, not provide the other things. The with respect to the primitive type only I have explained. The other type also, one more type, the reference type, I will explain that later on. But so far, did you understand the terminology call by value?
I understand like the way we did the program, how the execution flows, but what is the definition
That,
you
that,
just
that,
said?
that
I don't.
whatever we have done, that is called call by value.
That is called
Okay,
call by
so
value. Okay.
call by value means this container hold something primitive type. Let's say this is int. This is copied from here to here with respect to the actual value. That is called call by value.
Okay.
Okay. Reason I'm saying, with respect to this, in memory, it has memory location also. That is called, let's say the memory location is 1000, and here memory location is 1001. So it is not like 1000 is copied from here to here. Its actual 10 value is copied from here to here. While in other terminologies, when I'll be explaining the call by reference, this 1000 would get copied from here to here. I will explain it later on. That is not applicable for the primitive type. So far I explain you primitive type only, so that's why I did not bring that particular thing into the picture. So with respect to the primitive data type, call by value is from this location, whatever value we have, that actual value is actually copied from here to here, from calling code to the called method, calling method to the called method. Did you get that?
But isn't it the other way around? Because the result that we got from the method, right, that was stored into the, that result. Whatever the answer we
See,
got from the method, that was.
that I have done for your convenience. What if I could have write this particular thing in that way also, all way around. Let me write something, and Now where is result in the picture?
Nowhere.
Correct. That is another container I have created, and I intentionally, that is also copy. No, nothing to deny that. That is also copied. But that copy was done by down to upside. I mean this method to this method, here to here, right? It just copied that bowl, this bowl, number bowl, this number to this result, right? From here to here. But
Oh, so but in
we
reality, it is not from upside to from
no,
down to up.
it is not like that. Up, downside to up, or nothing like that. We have
Nothing
taken a
like that.
variable because we have discussing the method itself. Right now we were discussing the method itself. That's why I restricted our discussion to the method calling only. So the only thing I have discussed with you in greater detail, that was this method
Right.
increment, right? The called method, and inside I have intentionally same variable name, and this method which also have the same variable name, which increases the complexity. These things I discussed. So I'm saying whenever something come, this number is copied into this number, this Hussein is giving some value to this Hussein. This has 10 rupees in its hand, or $10. Okay, then it is handing 10 USD to this guy also, but it does not mean this 10 has been wiped out from here. So both have 10. Because why? Because it has copied 10 from here to here, the actual value. Just like you have a supreme power, whatever you have you can provide to the others, but you still have that particular thing with you as well. That is power you have in your hand. You did not lose that. Just like my knowledge, I'm sharing my knowledge with you. You also have the same knowledge, but that does not mean that I forgot that knowledge now.
Right.
Something like that, if
Okay.
you can understand in that terminology.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so something like in memory it works. I mean we have to respect the memory as well, rather than talking the real world thing itself. Correct.
Okay.
So that was the program. Any confusion so far in this program?
No.
Okay, if you understood this, then lot of things would get easier for you later on, or whatever the program you will started seeing. You have to create those diagram in your hand, in your head, or maybe on copy or pen or somewhere, and you can easily get the output whenever you will see small program. One more thing I would like to say at this point with respect to the method. Now, very important thing with respect to the memory and all. What is that? Let me again show you. This method, which name is incremented, I say it take birth here. Okay, and at this line it die. It passed away from wherever it has come. So it take birth from line number 90, and it pass away from line number 27. Whatever assets it has would be no longer retained in the memory, would be no longer with us. Just like us, when we take a birth in this universe, and when we go away from here, nothing comes with us, right? The money and all the properties remain here only. The same way, when it take birth, this method take birth, it has after it birth, it has one assets, that was number, and it will also die as soon as it reaches to the line number 27. As soon, sorry, line number 25, it dies here. That was the class thing. So line number 25 it will die. You know, the line number 25, line number 27 belongs to the class. The method ends here, line number 27. So life of method is remain between so much volatile, from here to here only, from where the curly bracket start and from where the curly bracket ends. So in memory, this is my memory. It has for some time this number variable. When we come to the line number 19, and this number get died when we reach to the line number 25, nothing exists. So the life of variables and all the things inside method only survive till we are in the method block. As soon as we leave the method block, those particular variable also get died, meaning to say that now, however, before it is dying, it has hand over this particular value to this also copied, but this number variable has actually been died into the memory. It has no bare existence in the memory. Did you get that point?
No, this point I do get, but one thing I am still confused is you're saying the primitive data type which we have in the main method, let's say line number 7, which is 10,
Mhm,
that is getting copied into line number 12 number variable.
mhm.
You said this is what primitive data type getting copied into the calling method,
Yeah,
right? But in our example with the diagram, we did not see that. We actually saw the other way around.
in our diagram what we didn't see. One
We
second,
did
I
not.
just done the same
Okay.
earlier. Okay, yeah, go on now.
And hey, I am saying what we did earlier,
Mm,
right? The variable, what you are saying right now, the primitive data type is going to get copied into the calling method, right? The method
right.
being called. So we're
Mhm.
calling the increment method. So you are saying that that value for line number 7 is going to get copied into line number 12. Is that the definition says?
It is not copied, it is the same value.
But that's what you just explained. You
See,
said it is the primitive data
okay,
type is going to
okay.
get called.
See, let me write the comment as well. It took birth here and with value 10. When it got birth, just like when I take birth, my mom did give my name Kanhaiya itself, as good
Okay.
as that. Now I'm in the universe, and my life will remain from here to here inside main method, this curly bracket to this curly bracket. Now this increment method is using my name, right, my value 10. So I'm
Yes.
passing here, so it is not like copied. There is no two separate variable in the memory in the main method. The variable is same. The person who get birth at line number 10 is this number. It has taken birth, it will not rebirth here, and it has 10 value. So this is a 10 value itself. We did not copy it anything, we just passed it over here. But we actually copy from here to here, because this also a different guy who took birth here, right? And we copied this value from here to here.
So the definition says what? The primitive data type is going to get copied into the method that's being called.
Yes,
Is that what
that's
you
being
said?
called. Right, right,
Okay.
right. From
Okay,
calling
fine.
code to the called method, calling method to the called method. Because these two things are, we cannot see these two different entities. This number is number. I have not defined any data type in front of it, so this is same thing. I could have write 10 directly over here also rather than number. I could have done that also. The actual value, what I said, this number can have actual parameter also, right?
All right.
I mean, what I try to say, I could have write this also. I'm writing increment and 10. See here, then there is no number also over here, correct? This is just for the explanation. I have done so many things, and the redundant thing I have taken, duplicate things I have taken, so it create little bit complexity, but those complexity need to be cleared in our head. Otherwise we might get confusion later on.
So the method in line number 19, that is the user method, right? That we created.
What
So
yeah,
that value for that number is coming from line number 7.
that value is coming from, you can say so, line number 7. Yes, because line number 7 value and line number 12 value is same. These
Same.
are not two different things. It is just like you have your money and you put it into your locker or your wallet, and you extract out that money at line number 12, but that does not mean you copied your money from line number 7 to 12. You still have that money, you just use that money. And now it is not like that you are handing over that money over here. We have to think like that we have a power. If I have some money, I can give others the same amount of money, but money will not reduce from my hand, not a single penny. Just like a knowledge I was saying.
Okay.
I have knowledge in my head, but during class I'm extracting out that knowledge and I'm passing all the knowledge to you. But that does not mean that I have my knowledge is washed out from me. It
But
will
isn't
certainly
it
wash
two
out.
different? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying it would differently washed out once I comes to the end of my program. This line number 17. Main method is also a method. So what I say when it will reach to the line number 17, sorry, line number 17, it will die, right? So whatsoever asset it has, that goes from its hand.
But isn't it two different, totally different method? And we're taking from the value of one method into the another one.
These are totally two different method. Yes, that is correct statement that these are two different method, but
How can we
the
take one's value and put it into other? Yes, that
that
one is going to have its value, but at the same time we're taking its value and put it into somebody else.
So that's why the memory works or Java is written behind the scene. Java is written behind the scene in what way? This is a bool in main method, okay, and this is a number and it has value 10, and this is another container which is increment method. It has whatever method, forget is the number itself. So when it has to pass this value to this, rather than cut and paste over here, they have written their program in a way that they will copy only from year to year, not cut and paste. I mean, nobody can stop by writing those kind of things, right? That's where the programming
Okay.
language has devised. I mean, they have planned in that way. They could have done in that way also, that washed out from here and paste it over here, and it would no longer exist. But they define some rules. Likewise, you play a football. Some rules were devised over there, right? And
Yes.
same example, if I quote the cricket I play or I enjoy, the rules, international rules are different, and somebody make their own gully rules, gully cricket rules, so something like that. Whosoever make their rule, we have to honor their rule, and then after then only we have to, I mean, just obey those rules and derive all the things from there. Maybe in our literature, the English literature write like apple like this, and in Hindi we write save, and in Urdu you maybe you write in something else from right to left. So rule has been made, but whatsoever rule is
We have
defined,
to
we are
follow.
obeying.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to follow, right? So
Okay.
normally a person can think that when one thing is provided from one end to different end, then why not that person who is handling over that his asset to the other person should be empty handed, but that does not happen in the programming language, at least in the context of this particular concept, call by value. Okay.
Okay.
And what is the life of method? It life start from the curly bracket and it life ends at when the curly bracket ends, right? So this method take birth here. I'm just writing birth and it dies here. This method take birth here and it dies here. I can show you by debugging also. Let's have a look at debugging. Let me start debugging this program. Okay. See, here only argument. Now we are in this body. So we are in this life. And here you can see one stack is created. The very first day I say you, this stack is created. One more stack would be created when this method would come into the exist on top of this main. This is main stack right now you are seeing there, and on top of this, after some time, this increment stack also come. I'll show you. So just put F6 now. See here, number get created up till now, correct? And its
Correct.
value is 10. Now if I write F6, this get printed as well over here, right? And see, now it is going to the increment. I go inside the increment. Now see, that number is out of equation, that earlier number. This number is out of equation, which is in main method. Why? Because our stack frame is here. See here. Now this is increment over here. Can you see the other stack here? The increment, this one,
Okay.
right? So our life is here, and this number has 10. So this 10 belongs to this variable, not that. Okay. And if I do F6 now, then this number is being incremented. That number is not incremented. I can prove it. See, it is 11 right now. If I go to this stack frame, see here, the number is 10 itself over there. I come to this stack frame because, can you see the difference? Did you get the point or any problem to understand,
No, it's okay.
right? See, I'm showing the both method value at same time because both method I have control from the debugging point. If I press here, main method will come into the picture and number is 10 only. If I press here, which is actually VR, and number becomes 11, because this number is different than this number. If have both been the same number, so that analogy that one person is giving something to the other person, the value has not been wiped out. If it would have wiped out, then this 10 would not remaining here. It should have been 0 or some altogether empty over there. But 10 is there. That means this number is still alive in the main method, because main method has not died yet. It was at the line number 12. It has passed its control to the other method. And when I come here, the number become 11 because new number has born, and this number has now and this was the 10 value from the other method was passed from there that to I copied from there to here, and it has incremented by 1. If I press F6, the number is 11, and if I press F6 one more time, then it got died. Now see that the frame does not exist there. Now I cannot show, even if I wish, I cannot show this increment method related things. Why? Because it has died. We have reached to the line number 25. We are beyond to the line number 25 now. I cannot re-show you those things because it has died. Did you get the point?
Yes.
And
When
before
the
dying,
live experiment
it,
is finished, we cannot get
yeah,
back into it.
right. So before dying, it has handed over. See here. Do you see this line? Return 11.
11.
Increment method return 11, right? Very
Yeah.
well. And to whom it has returned its asset? To result variable of main method. It just like the property our parents make it to any child's name. So what it has done, so okay, whatever asset I have, I just hand it over to this guy, your main methods result variable guy, something like that itself. Now again drawing tool stop working, so I'm not sure if it will show, not showing. Okay, so did you get it? Anyhow, see
Yes.
result comes 11. So that is whole picture related to that. And now if I go on, at one point of time, all these number and result will also die as soon as I reach to the, I come out of the line number 17, and even JVM will shut down. So if I show you, I wish I could select the drawing tool, but it is really creating a problem to me. One second. If I change the color, then does it help? 1 minute. No, it is not helping. So it is just like when we reach here, what I try to say is, this is our big boss, and that is called JVM, which is running every show related to the Java. This was our main method, a big brother, and this was responsible to create one more method, this small method, right? This name is increment. So this goat died when we reach to the this curly bracket. This main goat also died when we reach to the this curly bracket. And once it goat also died, it goes also died. And when everything is done, this JVM also gets shut down. So we come out of the program and Java also shut down. Still Java is alive at debugger point at line number 17. If I press F6 or F8, it will died. But how come it is alive? See here, my cursor. See, red mark is here. That means the JVM is still alive. It is running the Java. But if I press F8, then it will also die. Can you see the red
I see the
mark
red.
here? Right? If I press F8, see there, it grayed out. That means JVM has also died now. Did you get the point? Whole point
Yeah.
what I try to explain you with respect to
Yes.
the method, right? Really important thing to know. However, it took time, whatever I anticipated, but that's okay. I mean, if concept is clear, then